Is this England's most hated football club? Leeds, Millwall, Man City, Ipswich of course, all teams who aren't received well to football fans, but this team may top them all. Milton Keynes Dons, MK Dons, and no, it's not their horrific badge people hate. MK Dons were formed in 2004 following the controversial relocating of Wimbledon FC. Wimbledon FC were founded in 1889 but are technically MK Dons now. So in short, Wimbledon in the old days played at Plough Lane. Plough Lane didn't meet requirements, so Wimbledon had to ground share with Crystal Palace. However, after being here a decade, it was time to move on. The club couldn't afford to improve Plough Lane, which led to the owner, Sam Haman, selling the club. Pete Winkelman developed a football stadium in Milton Keynes which fitted the requirements. However, this ground was 46 miles north of Wimbledon. Wimbledon, in desperation, had to become MK Dons, leaving their name, stadium and colours. Fans were appalled by this, leaving the club and forming AFC Wimbledon. So to cut a long story short, MK Dons are widely hated by football fans as they're seen as a franchise team. But today, I head to MK Dons to see what this is all about as they take on Gillingham in League 2. MK Dons currently sit 7th in the playoffs, flying at the minute but not losing since October and having the best form in the league. Whereas the Gills sit just behind in 10th with a dodgy away form. I'm on the road to 5,000 subscribers and we're trying to get there as soon as possible. So if you enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe. So let's get to Stadium MK to see if MK Dons should be the most hated football club. Here we are then, touchdown in MK. It's fair to say the ground is sort of in the middle of nowhere, but it's a nice walk to the ground anyway. Well, we're here, as you can see, MK in front of us. There's certainly a lot here. You got KFC there, Burger King there, McDonald's in front. I mean, they're good for supplies of food. I still think it's rather just odd how it's sort of just there. I mean, you're just driving along and then it's there on your right and there's lots of stuff around it. But let's have a look into it a bit more. I mean, there's even a Papa John's connected to the stadium. Where else do you see that? Oh, let's have a look inside with the main man. I mean, how about this? When do you see this happen? In a football stadium, literally inside right now, and you're ordering pizza. I mean, when just... This is just, I can't believe this. Getting pizza at the football, I mean, what? I mean, look at that, at the football. I mean, it did cost me nearly £7 though, so. Here we are then, MK Dons pizza review. Let's see what this tastes like right outside the ground. To be fair, that is decent. I mean, when do you get pizza at the football? Let's get in and have a look inside. Well, Harry's got the loadout here. He's got the tater tots, potato looking things and a pizza. What are they out of 10? He'll get there.
The potato tots, solid 8 out of 10. Pizzas, 8 out of 10 as well. Decent all round.
What is the score going to be today then? MK Dons?
2-0 MK Dons, I reckon. 2-0.
Hopefully.
Solid.
Hopefully, yeah. Some goals.
Some goals.
Hopefully. God, I mean, I'm at MK Dons, I've bought a programme, I mean look at the size of this, but they don't half get your money here. £5 for this programme, I mean, £5 a programme's mental. And as well, I've got to say, I'm not a fan of the club shop here, very small, £15 a scarf, and they were naff, I mean look at them. I mean the setup from the outside is very nice to this ground. If it's anything like that inside, this could be looking like the Premier League stadium. I mean, it's 30,000 capacity and they're playing in League 2. But here we are at what may be the most hated football club in England. I mean, this is a weird football ground. They've literally got a hotel connected to it as well. There's about 5 fast food chains. They've literally got everything. Can't quite get my head around the stadium. It's different to say the least. MK Dons, wow, I mean, this is just weird. You can walk around the whole way around the stadium before even sitting down. This is cool. I mean, this is cool. Look at this, MK Dons, and you can walk around the whole way. We're going to get to our seats, but I'm going to give you what Big Andy has to say today while you wait.
Big Andy's player to watch. And the first player to watch is for MK, and that is Alex Gilby. He wears the number 8 shirt. Originally started his career at Colchester. He's also played for Wigan and Charlton, and he also helped Newport get back into the EFL a few seasons ago. I really like him. He's made 155 appearances for the team, and he scored 33 goals. So definitely there are goals in this boy. And a young player to watch with real potential for me is Gillingham's number 17, Jaden Clark. Now, he started his career in the Tottenham Youth Academy, moved to Hendon, played at Dulwich Hamlet, and now is in his second season at Gillingham. And the thing I like about him is he's a midfielder who, when there's balls coming in from the flanks, is running in to try and shoot on target. So hopefully we might see some evidence of that today.
I mean, what? MK Dons? Padded seats. I mean, wow, look at our view for the game. Oh, plenty of leg room as well. They've really outdone themselves with this ground. I mean, you may love them, you may hate them, you may say it's franchise because they're playing in League 2 and they've got a ground as big as this. I mean, it's mental. This should be in the Premier League, this ground. It's bigger than, it's bigger than Norwich's ground. It's 30,000 seater and they're in League 2, but they're putting in attendances of about 7,000. The away end is all the way over there, and as you can see, Gillingham fans are in there, but no one is able to sort of go around them, so they've got all of that space to themselves. But I think they're bringing nearly 1,000 today, so it should be a good amount of them there. Look at this, pitch side at MK Dons. I mean, wow, what a stadium, but I still think it's bizarre they're in League 2. Well, we're in the padded seats. Harry, what is a padded seat review getting?
It's 10 out of 10. It's so comfy. The view's great. It's awesome.
I mean, this is unbelievable. League 2 as well. Though this is why they are called the franchise team, because people say they shouldn't be playing in League 2 with this side of the stadium. And I mean, the money they must get at the stadium, but they're not really pulling in big enough crowds for it to keep it going. But I don't know how they do it, but they do. I mean, obviously there's a bit till kickoff, so everyone's not going to be here yet. But I mean, people do care for this team, but I can also see why they are hated. I mean, though I've got to say, they better win today, because I mean, they've won their last 5 games, and if we turn up today and see a lot, that would be rather bad. But I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for MK Dons, because hopefully we see some goals. That is serious respect. I mean, there is a fair few that. For a League 2 away day, that is very good support from Gillingham. Well, here comes the teams. I mean, to be fair, you can hate them or not, but the attendance isn't that bad, because in another ground that's not so big, it would probably look about right. I've got serious respect for them Gillingham fans that travel this way. Both players to watch is today are starting as well. To be fair, the fans are giving it a good go. To be fair, for how big the ground is, the fans are making a bit of noise. So now there's a bit of a silence. I mean, sitting in some of these seats like round here must be a bit dull. I mean, look how much space you got. I mean, look at there. If you're sitting there, I mean, look how much room you've got. Well, just over 10 minutes of play, and action-wise, there's not a lot to report, but the fans are still giving it a go. The Brexit football on display is something else. Every tackle is a slide tackle. Is it bad to say that's probably the closest they've got? The only problem here is the awkward silence. I mean, it is literally... I say that. They're now trying now, of course. I mean, that may have been Big Andy's bet to watch, but that was a very poor header. You've got to be going in from there. Well, I just had a reality check that we're watching League 2 today. I mean, how? Just how are you missing that? Well, come coming up to half time, and I've got to say the standard of football isn't very good. You've got to be shooting there. God, look at everyone charge out at half time. Wow. Half time here at MK and the ground. You can see behind me a pretty dreadful half for football. Not a lot happening. I mean, the atmosphere, it is very quiet after a chant. Not much really going on, and I can sort of see why there's a sort of hated in a way, because the atmosphere isn't very good. But I mean, generally, the fans do care for the team, so you can't say there isn't any passion at all, because the fans do somewhat care. But hopefully, the second half does improve. Come on. I'm generally not taking the mic. It's like watching a lockdown game. Like, it is so quiet. It's like watching lockdown football. I mean, just look at it behind that goal. I mean, it's literally just empty seats. All behind that goal. And then you have the away end. 54 minutes played and I thought we were going to see a goal. It was so close. We've seen a goal, and I mean, what's happened there with the goalie? It's an absolute stinker. But I mean, it's not a 0-0. We have seen a goal. I mean, Gillingham have played absolutely dreadful, but they don't care. They have scored, and maybe it's the goalkeeper's fault. I think there you might have to blame the goalkeeper. Sadly, you can't blame the defence on that one. You might have to blame the goalkeeper because, well, I mean, oh dear. But hopefully we see another goal now.
Blackburn can't stop winning. This is their third one. Oh no, that's not it.
Well, all I'm saying is MK Dons haven't lost in their last 5 games. They've won in 5 of them. So it'd be very us to turn up today and to go and lose. I mean, we might be a bad luck charm because we've travelled 2 hours and they're losing. And they haven't lost. They've got the best home form in the league and they're losing when we turn up. Oh dear. Well, MK Dons' style of play is very interesting to say the least. They pass it side to side and they pass it side to side again. But they don't fancy shooting. Well, we've seen 78 minutes of football and we've seen 5 shots. Very good. Oh, he's gone short. Why are you going short there then? Anyway, let's see what happens. And they've missed again.
Come on, Dons.
Well, attendance announced 7,191, but I reckon there's about 1,100 away fans there. They've brought a good amount, so yeah, fair play to them.
Look at the news!
Thanks for all the support this afternoon. We'll see you back here on.
Full time here at MK, and it has ended 1-0 to the away fans. They're buzzing. I mean, honestly, the game was pretty awful to say the least. No chances really whatsoever, and a goal's a goal, but that was horrific. Maybe are they the most hated club? Let me know in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bosh!